medics and doctors have been taught that the best way to succeed and get what you want in life is just by working really, really hard. There's this ingrained belief and stereotype that if you get good grades, you put all the hours under the sun, you get as many publications as possible, then you will be fine and you will succeed in whatever medical specialty you decide to go down. Whilst in our little medical bubble, this might be partially true, and success is very much determined by academic performance, this just isn't true in the real world. So if working hard is general relativity, then what is the quantum mechanics of this theory of everything, which is success? It's luck and fortune, right? There's a dichotomy here that society puts on one end of the spectrum effort, and then on the other end of the spectrum, fortune. It's either you've worked really hard for something or you just got lucky. But in reality, they often intertwine. And so let me ask you, can we make our own luck? In this video, I will be breaking down the different types of luck and how you can leverage fortune to your advantage. So first, let me introduce the word serendipity. The Google definition of serendipity is an unplanned fortunate discovery, or a happy accident. Here's an example of a serendipitous event, which I'm sure you've all heard of, and it's the discovery of penicillin. So just to tell a quick story, Sir Alexander Fleming came back from a 2-week vacation and he casually just left out some cultures of bacteria, as you do. And he realized that this Staphylococcus bacteria had actually been killed by a mold called penicillin notatum. So that is a fortunate, happy accident. But it wasn't just luck which then led to the discovery of the antibiotic penicillin. It was actually Fleming's meticulous observation skills, his prior experience with antibacterial agents which came through hard work, and his scientific curiosity which changed and transformed this accident into a happy accident, and hence one of the most revolutionary discoveries in medicine. And I think this story demonstrates perfectly the interplay between hard work and Fleming's dedication to this craft, and also fortune, the fact that he just happened to return from his 2-week holiday and noticed that his mold had killed his bacteria, and rather than just throwing out the petri dish, he decided to investigate. The key takeaway of this is, though the world hailed the discovery of penicillin as an accident, it was Fleming's scientific rigor that converted a mere accidental discovery into monumental success. There's ways that you can increase your chance of luck and hence increase your chance of success. You just need to be aware of the 4 types of luck and capitalize on them in your life. There's a great quote from the philosopher Seneca, and he said, "Luck is what happens when opportunity meets preparation." And so it's really this interplay between readiness and chance which defines entrepreneurship. For founders, leveraging luck is neither pure accident nor entirely by strategic design. It's the art of recognizing and capitalizing on these serendipitous events. So let's get into the 4 types of luck. So number 1 is blind luck. These are events that happen out of the blue and have no apparent cause. They are purely chance occurrence that you can't really plan for. They just happen. So what you need to do is just be open to their possibilities. So going back to the story of Fleming discovering penicillin, the blind luck occurs where Fleming had actually left out the petri dish. He happened to go away on vacation and return after a 2-week period. Maybe if we returned after 10 days or 7 days or 3 weeks, there might have been a different outcome, a different story. But it was blind luck that he happened to return precisely at the right moment where he noticed that the penicillin notatum mold was destroying and eating the bacteria. There's 3 ways in which you can maximize the benefits of blind luck. So number 1 is being open. Always being receptive to the unexpected. As a general rule of thumb, as a medical student who has tons of time on their hands, say yes to every opportunity that comes your way. If an academic supervisor invites you to get involved in a research paper, say yes. If a friend wants you to come along to a networking event around health tech, then say yes. Whatever opportunity comes your way, be open-minded and say yes. So number 2 is being optimistic. So viewing seemingly random, unexpected events positively can change the way you look at them and seemingly turn your perception of these random events into positive outcomes. And number 3 is honestly just embrace as many opportunities as possible, like I said. Especially when you're young, when the cost of failed opportunity isn't very high. Just look at life as this experimentation phase. The second type of luck is luck from hustling, or motion luck. This is my favorite type of luck, and it comes from simply being proactive. So by attending loads of networking events, running around, meeting everyone, saying hi, introducing yourself, or by sending tons of cold emails to people, introducing yourself, looking for opportunities, you're somewhat forcing the universe's hand and increasing this chance of a serendipitous event happening. So if you're running around a networking event, saying hi to as many people as possible, you have an increased chance of meeting someone as a happy accident. The best advice I can give you to capitalize on luck from hustling is just have a bias towards action. Try things, stop analyzing, stop overthinking, stop pondering, just do it. There's a quote from Kettering, which is, "I've never heard of someone stumbling on something just by sitting down." And this spoke volumes to me because I remember I was pondering over the idea of starting a podcast and starting my YouTube channel for years. And it was only when I actually got started that I realized that that period where I was just pondering over doing nothing basically was just wasted time. By pondering, I had made zero progress. You're better off taking more swings with the bat than waiting for that one perfect pitch to come. Another way you can leverage luck from hustling is just by having a growth mindset. Be curious. Samuel Goldwyn says, "The harder I work, the luckier I get." So get up out your seat and go and do something. Force the universe's hand. The third type of luck is recognized luck. An opportunity presents itself, but you are the one to see it because of your unique perspective. And this perspective is formed by the total sum of your knowledge, your skills, your experiences, and so on. So others might have encountered the same opportunity, but failed to recognize its value. So going back to our friend Alexander Fleming, yes, it was the blind luck of coming back at the specific right moment and noticing the mold, the penicillin mold, destroying the bacteria. But it was equally also due to Fleming's specific insights due to a combination of factors and expertise and skills that he had acquired over his own unique experience and career. So I'll give you a real world example. So imagine there's two students that both attend a conference. Student number one is attending just merely to attend. He just wants to come along, he thinks it'll be a good time and it'll be quite interesting. Whereas student number two has been a bit more proactive and he has researched the guests, researched the topics, listened to other talks from the keynote speakers and written down a couple of questions that he would find interesting if given the opportunity to ask these keynote speakers. A chance conversation with a speaker might just be another chit chat for student number one, whereas for student number two, who has come with some prepared questions and insights that he would like to ask the speaker, could lead and open up doors to collaborative future projects together. This is a serendipitous opportunity which is realized through preparation. To maximize this recognized luck, there's 2 points of advice that I can give you. Number one is just regular reading, regular reflection, regular writing. It just makes you more of an interesting person. So when you're going to a networking event or a conference, if you have stuff to speak about to an individual, it will make for a longer lasting impression compared to just someone that talks about the weather or talks about how they're doing, for example. And number two is just by preparation. So for example, like this student did, if you're going to a networking event, then do a bit of research into someone. If you're interested in specifically talking to that one person, you can prepare some questions, some interesting questions that you know that person would find interesting. To them, you're just having an interesting chat with them, when in reality, you've actually prepared some questions. So that is recognized luck through preparation. So that is my point number two. The fourth and final type of luck is luck that is unique to you. It's luck that allows you to specifically discover good fortune because of the direction that you're specifically traveling in. And this direction that you've chosen to move in and travel in is specific to you and only you. You're traveling in this direction because of a unique vision. This is the realm of luck which is determined by your specific character, and whether it is that you're hardworking, you're persistent, you have grit, you're resilient. By continuing pushing boundaries and innovating, you're essentially crafting your own path and crafting your own destiny. There's 3 key actions that I can give you to increase the chance of luck that is unique to you. And number one is developing deep and varied interests. That just means that you have a broad understanding of everything and you can identify something that gives you a hunch to pursue and hence follow that hunch and find your good fortune. Number two is just push boundaries and innovate. Never accept the status quo. If there's something that you feel that doesn't work, then make sure you challenge it. And that leads on perfectly to number 3, which is have resilience, persistence, and grit. If you're challenging the status quo, you are going to get tons of backlash, but it's up to you and your unique character to put up with that backlash and continue striving forward. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and you are somewhat more prepared to be a bit more lucky, and you can start building a future in which you envision yourself to be successful in. So don't forget, this is just one end of the spectrum, which is fortune and luck. You need to make sure that there's a balance and a fine balance between the fact that you're hardworking and you're dedicated to your craft, but then also you are actively seeking these fortunate serendipitous events to maximize your chances of success. So as always, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like and comment down below. It helps the channel to grow and means the world to me. Be sure to make sure you check out all my podcast episodes. The link will be in the description. So for now, I hope you guys stay lucky and see you soon.